Hello, everyone. They started pretty quickly, so welcome to another Week 5 match between uh, the what the hell is it? Minnesota Mamoswine versus the Mesagoza Magic. Both undefeated teams, I'm pretty sure. So, well, one of them will have to take a loss this time. We see, it seems like a double Tailwind start immediately with a Fire type. Now, some people might say Entei's a little bit better, but we'll see here. As Hyper Voice does come out, almost KOs the Fletchinder, and Snarl Entei to drop the special attack of the Pyroar. And of course, Fletchinder and Murkrow each have their priority Tailwinds, so Tailwinds have been matched. And, so it won't really matter. Another Hyper Voice does come out. And Foul Play does hit Entei, doing quite a bit of damage. A Sacred Fire goes into Murkrow, does get the burn. It's going to have the damage of any future Foul Plays, or perhaps Brave Birds from Murkrow here. Pyroar must be incredibly fast, though, because it is just completely outspeeding Fletchinder and Entei. Although I don't know how fast Fletchinder is, because it's not fully evolved, but I feel like it's got to be pretty speedy. Entei, in a bit of danger here, as both these Pokemon do outspeed it, and at 4%, even a Burn Murkrow, I think, can take you out. This Alolan Ninetales also, a bit threatened by a fire move. If this isn't Choice Scarf Pyroar, which I could see possibly, we do see a Protect comes out. And Sunny Day is going to hit the field as Hyper Voice once again comes out to KO Entei. So yeah, the Minnesota Mamoswine thinking about, the snow and putting Sunny Day on that Murkrow as Articuno does hit the field. I'm not going to appreciate there being no snow, though. But yeah, very, very quick match, very, very quick clicks so far. This Pyroar has done quite a bit of work. With these two ice types on the field, it's going to be a bit of an issue. Blizzard, yeah, unfortunately going to miss Murkrow because it's not in the snow. Hyper Voice doing some decent damage. Foul Play not doing nearly as much as Blizzard comes out again. Misses Pyroar this time, though. As Murkrow goes down. Tailwinds are out for both teams now. Not that really mattered. And Landorus comes out. If I guess this Landorus probably has sort of rock move for these Pokemon, so I feel like a Terra could be coming out because it is, 4 times weak to Ice itself. So I can see a Terra from that and also from another Pokemon. Indeedee is swapped out for Psychic Surge, as we just see a Terra to Steel and a Terra to Ground. Blizzard coming out missing Indeedee. And Rock Slide will come out. This does KO Alolan Ninetales. And yeah, Articuno flinches. That's the problem with Rock Slide. But three for three misses on the Blizzards. That's the problem with it not being in snow, is you gotta take those. Another Rock Slide does come out. Citrus Berry is revealed. And Terra Blast is going to KO Landorus. As Shadow Ball does not a ton. Forcing Pyroar back out, so it's gonna be a 2v1. With Terra Blast, this Articuno could possibly win this. I mean, it was a 3v1, basically. Or was it Murkrow? It might be a 4v2 in Alolan Ninetales, but it might take 4 here if they just can't do enough. Follow Me does come out, though. That'll certainly help. But Heat Wave misses. Terra Blast doing decent damage to Indeedee. Uh-oh. Yeah, that Heat Wave miss with your last turn of Sun is certainly not good there. As much damage as possible. As Follow Me comes out, Heat Wave doing... Oh, that still does quite a bit, though. As Terra Blast comes out again. And yeah... You just see Follow Me Heat Wave once again to take out the Articuno. Very quick turns from both opponents here. Honestly, they're making it rough on me to commentate this, but yeah. I feel like that just shows a level of preparation that the Mamoswine have kind of given to each of their opponents. If if Fletchinder was able to get the Tailwind off without a Tailwind of their own coming out, and without that Sunny Day with the snow there, that game would have gone a lot differently, like if every Blizzard hit. So we do see Indeedee Iron Crown hits the field this time, and Dragapult comes out first, though. I mean, there is, of course, Follow Me Indeedee to stop any Ghost Boost from going into Iron Crown here, but Dragapult he's really fast, so I feel like Tailwind is probably not coming up. Maybe it still is, but we see Protect and Defog as Draco Meteor hits Indeedee almost KOing it. Eject Pack Dragapult is shown, and Trick Room comes out. But yeah, Defog, it's weird interaction, but that was actually blocked by the train because, it's a flying type move, it's priority, and therefore both the grounded Pokemon are going to be immune to it. With Trick Room out, though, this is going to be a little rough, as Meowscarada and Fletchinder are both somewhat fast Pokemon. Meowscarada is going to avoid, any of the psychic moves. Default, once again, is blocked by the psychic terrain, and Terra Fire, Terra Blast comes out. Slash Out hits Iron Crown. Indeed, he did get up the Reflect, though, to lower that damage. I wonder if the Mesagoza Magic realized their Defog is being blocked here because of the Psychic Terrain. Also, I wonder what exactly Defog is doing here. Because no, hazards on the field, there's nothing... Is Defog one that lowers evasion? Maybe, but... I don't remember. So yeah, Protect coming out to stall those turns of Trick Room. As Tachyon Cutter goes into Meowscarada. And Shadow Ball goes into Fletchinder, who KOs Indeedee with a Flare Blitz, taking the Trick Room setter and Psychic Terrain out. And Murkrow will hit the field, so this seems like a lot of support for Mr. Sandwich 6767, the Iron Crown here. Yeah, if the Mesagoza Magic can figure out a way to stall out, it's 2 turns of Trick Room, 3 turns of Reflect, I feel like they do have a pretty decent shot here, depending on who they brought. It's just really going to be getting around these turns now. We do see a swap to Entei and Sunny Day coming out, as Terra Blast doesn't do a ton. And Fletchinder also goes for Sunny Day. Unfortunately going to fail, of course, because Sun is already out from Murkrow. We have last turn of Trick Room here, so if this Entei has Protect, this Fletchinder does not have Protect. Actually, we know all 4 moves it has. So they will get out of Trick Room, they will get out of Psychic Terrain. Sun will be up, though, for those Terra Blasts, which doesn't really matter anymore now that Meowscarada has already been taken to Sash. Yeah, we do see a little more turns come out. Yep, Meowscarada being sacked for the last turn of Trick Room, this makes sense. And Expanding Force will hit Fletchinder. So yep, Psychic Terrain and Trick Room are down now for Entei and Dragapult to hit the field here. Still 1 more turn of Reflect, which is not great for these 2 physical attackers. And of course, Tailwind could also come out from Murkrow here just to be another field effect you don't have to get through. But Psychic Terrain is down now, so Expanding Force can't just be clicked over and over to KO both these Pokemon, so certainly a chance there. If this Dragon Ball has any move to hit the thing. So yeah, Disable goes into Murkrow, disabling Tailwind, which I don't think is going to matter because Tailwind, it's already up. Last turn of Reflect, though, does go down. Snarl is going to hit the Iron Crown, lowering a special attack. And we do see it still went for Expanding Force. I mean, it's going to do decent damage against Entei, who I feel like is a big problem here. If they're targeting down Entei, I feel like Landorus or Ogerpon are the last Pokemon. It's probably Pyroar. Although, even with then, you probably want to target down Dragapult then, right? Because that also resists most of those. So I guess they just kind of see Entei as the bigger threat here. Yeah, with this Reflect gone, we just see a Terra Ghost on the Dragapult, and Foul Play and Expanding Force going to Entei to KO it, as Shadow Ball goes into Iron Crown, just barely not picking up the KO. And Foul Play is going to be a little scary now on this Dragapult. Although, it is Special Dragapult, so it's not going to do as much, but still not very good. Protecting to stall just 1 more turn of Trick Room, as this is not Trick Room, Tailwind. Last turn of Tailwind is this turn, though. Tachyon Cutter will go into... Ooh, does it live a Foul Play after this? It does not. So yeah, the game will go to Minnesota Mamoswine once again, 2-0.